So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget. Climbs up big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And it's Lopez. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Federico Di Marco. He reminds me all the time of a frustrated winger. That position didn't quite work out for him. And now, as a fullback, he can't resist any opportunity to get forward and assist with what's going on up front. He really does add an extra dimension to this attack.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Tries to play it through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Alvarez. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Looking to play him in. He's found a way through. He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! First blood drawn. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Indonesia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Dunk. Alexander-Arnold. Quarter of an hour played. Alvarez.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Tonali. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a...
Big header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Now it's Aubameyang, and he's picked out the run. Di Marco promptly onto that, and that is that. Dunk. Now Tonali, and it's Lopez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Alexander-Arnold. Now Tonali. And here's Rashford, played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Now there's a fine ball. Shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Di Marco goes short. Nicely spread. And they've got a throw. Belletti. And it's Rodri. Rodri. And it's Eto'o. Tonali did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Alexander-Arnold. And Bastoni. Tonali. Lopez. And he's managed to get free. Has crossed into the middle. And he's there to clear it. Xavi Alonso. Alvarez has found the net here, of course. Good ball, good take.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Eto'o. Fermin. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's there to get it away. And they're quick to get it back. Tonali. DiMarco. Eto'o. That is ended up in no man's land. And that's a dangerous ball. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Aubameyang. Spread neatly. That's been cut out, well played. DiMarco. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's made its way to him, pinches it off him. It's run loose here. And here's Raul. Can he latch on to this? He rises! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Dunk gets it clear. Tonali. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha. Aims beyond the defence. Aubameyang receives it in a wide position. Indonesia still this single goal behind. DiMarco. Barcelona finding their passes. And it's Lopez. And here's Rashford. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alvarez. No way through. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Aubameyang. Now it's Raul. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Eto'o has it out wide and in space. Eto'o, looking for options. Decent chance! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Rodri. Raul. Now it's Aubameyang. Now it's Eto'o. Eto'o. And he will chance for a shot! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Indonesia go into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have...
Oh, terrible pass. Eto'o. It's Belletti. He's away. Great vision. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass.
Indonesia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Aubameyang. Vitinha. Now it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang! Aubameyang! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Eto'o finds himself offside.
Cambio de jugadores.
Indonesia are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Vitinha. And it's Tonali. Alexander-Arnold. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And the finish! Oh, taken with style. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Alvarez. Oh, red, nice interception. Mbappe. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Rashford. Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
And the referee brings it to a close. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, a team spine so often starts with Manuel Neuer. The moniker of sweeper keeper often hides another strength of his, which is his distribution, one that always puts...
Alvarez! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Belletti. Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Aubameyang. Oh, really cute. What a big chance! Goal! How very smart. He just got it right.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Played into the... He's got full! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Aubameyang. Tries to pass it through, and he's straight offside. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Xavi Alonso. He won't be happy with that one.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
He's free, he charged for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete! A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming.
And Aubameyang! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Bernardo Silva is there, and he can get that clear. Fermin.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Alvarez. Rashford. And it's Lopez. And Alexander-Arnold. And here's Alvarez. Looking tidy in possession here. Strokes it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
He's played it back. It's a good spell of possession, this. Alvarez! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Vitinha. De Bruyne charging forward, the ball at his feet. This looks promising. Alexander-Arnold. Indonesia are still behind as we reach out for half-time. The ball has bounced loose now. Bernardo Silva. Can he spark a counter here? Alvarez. He's gone for goal! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Now it's Eto'o. He's a sharp little ball here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Dimarco. Vitinha. Bernardo Silva. And it's Lopez. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Alvarez. Alexander-Arnold. Fermin providing an outlet on that flank.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Alonso. Eto'o receives it in a wide position. He has a look up. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And this could be the final action of the first half. And the half-time whistle goes. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Vitinha. De Bruyne. And here's Rashford. And it's Vitinha. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Eto'o, who does have an assist to his name. It's played through for him. Bastoni makes the interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bernardo Silva. Van de Ven. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Aubameyang. Eto'o picks it up out wide. Chance! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. He rises! In for the pieces! He scores! Back to within 1! Interesting! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
And he shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! Almost an hour gone. That's a decent clearance.
Indonesia may only be 1 behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
And he's worked it through. He's found a way through. Now takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Spirited, to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Vitinha. Bernardo Silva. Alexander-Arnold. Bernardo Silva. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Belletti. Now it's Eto'o. Played into space out wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. And he can clear it away. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. De Bruyne. Nicely weighted ball. Alvarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Look at the space here. It's Rashford! And yet another chance goes to waste.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
DiMarco plays it short. And the cut to Bruyne! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Bernardo Silva. It's a pretty loose pass. Xavi Alonso. Some really good ball movement. And he plays one through. Raul showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite... He's having a shot! They've done it! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Tunisia get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
He's had it taken off him. Alvarez. Belletti.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's a nicely shaped ball. It's a promising position. Crosses it in here. Last-ditch defending, but oh, what has happened here? Eto'o shapes to shoot!
Indonesia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. That is good alertness. We are into overtime. Maradona. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Alvarez. And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne. And it's Vitinha. Rodri. Now it's Aubameyang. Now it's Eto'o. It's Belletti. And that will be it. Indonesia did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions, the atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Olmo. Strokes it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the contribution from this guy, Fermin Lopez, will be key again. He's got the perfect fusion of energy and good vision. So he's going to be busy skittling around the field, both on and off the ball, looking for any space he can exploit. His game is full of devilment. He's a mischief maker.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now it's Aubameyang. And no, that was never going to make it. Rodri. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And that is as far as they're going to go. Alvarez. Belletti.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Fermin. It's a good spell of possession, this. Played back in. Oh, he's found support out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicked it back promptly. DiMarco. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang making good progress on the right-hand side. It's run loose here. Baresi. And it's Eto'o. And here's Xabi Alonso. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And it's Xabi Alonso. And there's face-to-face with... There's the shot! And he's done it! So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Great, and the shot! Xabi Alonso. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. It's Belletti. Bastoni. Fermin. Now Tonali. Turns back here, probably the best option. Bastoni. Alvarez. Fermin. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And it's Lopez. Raul. Alonso. Foot in. In with the challenge. Now it's Aubameyang. Dani Olmo. Now it's Rashford. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Showing good feet. He's got away. Real chance here. Belletti. And it's Lopez. Fermin! And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, you'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Rodri. Eto'o. Now he's got space here. Now it's Aubameyang. And he's... And Aubameyang! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things starting to look... And the referee brings the first half to a close. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Tunisia ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8, el dorsal
And we're off
17
again.
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11.
Played over towards the opposite flank.
El dorsal 9.
Alonso. Xabi Alonso. Fermin. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Belletti. Now it's Xabi Alonso.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Eto'o. And this is Eto'o. Spread neatly. And this is Xabi Alonso. Turns and goes back. Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that should get the job done. Alvarez. And here's Xabi Alonso. Raul. He's in space and looking for options. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, this looks sharp. Modric. Time and again they are repelled. Now that looks a decent ball. Barcelona finding their passes. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Not the most accurate pass. Bastoni.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Belletti. That is a great pick out. De Jong. Modric. Alvarez. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Passing nice and neat. Rashford! It's loose, and oh, what has happened here? De Jong. De Jong was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Modric. Passing is crisp and sharp. Xabi Alonso, 2 assists to his credit already. Vitinha. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Good ball, good take. Modric. Well, that has not gone well. Raul. Great vision. Now that's well seen too. Alexander-Arnold. Dunk. Vitinha. Dunk. And it's De Jong. Here's Vitinha. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Barcelona really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
And this is Eto'o. He's picked his way through. Xabi Alonso. Aubameyang. Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, he takes home the match ball. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise.
It's Eto'o! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Yeah, he can be proud of himself, the goalkeeper, for rescuing a perilous situation.
Now it's Alvarez. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. And it's made its way to him. Can he get it through? It's come through and he's had a quick look. Shoots! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. And it's Eto'o. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Fermin. De Jong. And it's De Jong. Now it's Xabi Alonso. And he was quick to react. Fermin. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Eto'o. Can he get on the end of this? Bastoni. And time is up. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he shoots! They've scored! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
El dorsal 23.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to shoot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Indonesia have their second corner now. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He's in a great position here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he's picked it up out wide. And this is Xabi Alonso. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And it's Rodri. He's gone for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. De Bruyne. Xabi Alonso does really well to win the ball there.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
He's on it. Can he get away? Shot, surely! No mistake! Barcelona are back in business. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, easy pickings there. That has been cut short. Raul. Now it's Aubameyang. Tries to dink it through. Lovely, now then. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Alonso. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Tonali. Approaching the half-hour mark. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Lopez. Passing nice and neat. Passing is crisp and sharp. Passes short and sharp. There's the shot! And that's caused a worry or two. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Belletti. Aubameyang. Eto'o providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Played in. Bastoni getting this one clear. And that is expertly dealt with. Vermin. Rashford. Eto'o. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Rashford. Now it's De Bruyne. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's shifting through the gears here. Chance for a shot! They want to be quick. Oh, what? And again! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Rashford. Great ball if he can get there. That's going to go a long way. Tonali. And he's forced to go back. And Bastoni. Fermin. And Bastoni.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Raul, who's on a run down the left wing. He is through here. Chance to deliver. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Vitinha. Now, can they get him away? Xabi. It's Alonso! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. High octane end to the first period, but there's still a single goal in it. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Dunk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Aubameyang. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. He's got away. Fires. Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Vitinha, and it's De Bruyne. Hernandez. Oh, that's well spotted. Belletti. Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. No way through, so back it comes. De Bruyne. Indonesia needing a change of fortune here. And he cuts out the supply. And the pass is intercepted. He's through, now is he in? Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Now this could be a chance. Fermin. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Just about up to the hour now. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Eto'o. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Alonso! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And this is Raul. Brilliantly cut out.
Indonesia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Haaland. Raul. And he's picked it up out wide. Rodri. Now it's Xabi Alonso. Haaland! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Could be danger here.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
was somewhat off target. He's found a way through. Van der Ven with a fine tackle. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. It's Rashford! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rashford clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Hernandez plays it short. Alexander-Arnold. Real chance! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Indonesia have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Indonesia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Aims beyond the defence. Rashford! Khan gets rid without sophistication. That'll be a throw. Ball driven towards the far post. Oh, that is a nice touch.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Indonesia are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Now it's Haaland. Knocks it into space. Vitinha. And it's Vitinha. Can he get on the end of this? Thinks about the shot. Vitinha. And it's made its way to him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hernandez. Tries to play it through. And here's Vitinha. That is a brilliant interception. Rodri.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Now
descuento.
that's well seen too. 2 minutes to be added on. Looking for the run. Well timed, excellent interception. Rodri. Dunk. Xavi Alonso. And it's Eto'o. And that's that. Indonesia illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already he's tried one! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Fermin really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. DiMarco goes short. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Italy is the country of great defence.
Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! The breakthrough strike!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Indonesia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Alvarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bernardo Silva gets a foot in here. Vitinha threads one in. Alvarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Darwin, little pass back. Eto'o. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Rodri. Baresi. Now it's Aubameyang. Xabi Alonso. Aubameyang. Oh, important interception. Fermin. Now it's Darwin. Now it's Alvarez. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Now it's Eto'o. Looking for options for movement. And he was alert to it. Eto'o is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Good ball, good take. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Decent hit and on target.
Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Tries to play it through. And he's in on goal. Nunez is flagged offside. Alexander-Arnold. More and more pressure on the ball here.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim. Alvarez is on his own. Ah, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Alvarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Alvarez. He can run onto that. Nunez! Raul. Eto'o. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Eto'o. He's having a shot! He has done it! They have done it! They they have their equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Raul, and it's Xabi Alonso. And he's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Fermin. Rodri. Now it's Darwin. De Bruyne. Now it's Alvarez. De Bruyne. Out towards the flank. Fermin receives it in a wide position. Crosses it. Gets his head on it! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. DiMarco.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Nice interception, well timed. That's going to go a long way. It is a corner, and this could be the final action of the first half. DiMarco plays it short. And a chance! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, and the half-time whistle goes. Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Shot at goal! It's a goal! And the second half is off to a flyer! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And it's De Bruyne. Raul. De Bruyne. Great vision. Now this could be a chance. Tries a shot! And he hits the net. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Tries to pass it through. There's no flag. And the shot! He's scored! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful.
It's Eto'o! He's done very well to get to that.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He gets big. He's missed, but not by that far. Vitinha. Bastoni. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Alvarez. Short changes him with that pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Bernardo Silva. Fermin. It's Bernardo Silva. Alvarez just eases him off the ball. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Turns back here, probably the best option. Played back into the centre. That looks a good ball through. He's one-on-one, shot! Great chance! And yes, it's there! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Bernardo Silva puts his foot on the gas. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's DiMarco. Strong running down that left flank. Rodri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp move. Decent chance! He's got a goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Cambio de jugadores.
Indonesia get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Fermin did well to stay calm there. Now it's Darwin. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Cambio de jugadores.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Haaland coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Indonesia will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Eto'o. Now it's Eto'o. Chooses to go back.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Vitinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's made its way to him. Alvarez's cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Looking to play him in. Fermin promptly onto that, and that is that. 5 minutes to add. Vitinha. Now it's Darwin. And that has been knocked clear. Rodri could move up a gear here. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And we're done.